70% you can spend every single day, or you can churn all three of these at an 80%, 100%, 90%, whatever you like. But the minimum is this. The minimum you have to have is 50, 40, and 30. Most of us all have it at 100. And I showed Joby earlier, mine's been 100 since I started. And my 3,500, I have many, but my 3,500 main position has produced me roughly 11 Bitcoin plus. So 10.9 or 8 Bitcoin. So 1.1 Bitcoin per month is around 8%.
8% a month.
8% a month, every month. And it's folding too. It's doubling itself out.
Compounding interest.
And that's with pulling your money out or with leaving it all?
That's just, mine's at 100%.
Leaving it all.
The 3,500 was my entry to run my business.
Yeah.
And the entry to run my business has made me $300,000 in 10 months. And with another $500,000 in equity build up. I mean, it's $1 million business. I built it in 6 or 8 months. So, you know, we'll talk about how much money there really is here in a few minutes. First two people you tell, you're going to make 10% of whatever they buy and 10% of whatever they repurchase. The repurchase rate starts at $2.50, $5, and $10. So the $5, the 500, it's a $2.50 repurchase. So sometimes it takes 2 days or a couple days, depending on how you have it set up. But you get to get paid on that 10% every single day. So in my back office, I can show you from 14 cents to $14 every time someone's doing repurchasing. Depends on how big their shares are. The team 2 is called 3, 4, and 5. When you sponsor your third, your fourth, or your fifth, you only need one to get 12% on the next 3, next 2. So when you do that, you're going to receive 12% of whatever they buy. So let's just call it $1,000, $120 instantly. You can spend it today. The minute the clock changes, money in your pocket, okay? You can cash this amount 100% every day. When they tell their first 2, because they're going to tell their first 2, you're going to make 2% off the first 2, of their 2, of their 2, of their 2, to infinity. Now that's $20 on every $1,000. Who thinks that's pretty cool money? I showed you what 2% looks like, right? It's $40 on a 2,000. It's $90 on somebody who came in the whole deal. $90 is pretty good on overrides on someone you don't know.
It's kind of like the start plan.
1,000 people away from you. On the first very 2 people, this is your sacrifice. It's called the level up. But I'm going to show you where this picks back up, okay? Stand by. So here's what that looks like in your tree. Your first 5 people, you make 10% and 12%. It's 50 to 350, 60 to 420 each on each position, depending on what you're doing. The first person to go left, second person goes right, and vice versa, till one leg takes off. I recommend everybody put 3 people per side, minimum. No matter how big the leg is on one side, add 3. 3 who know each other especially. So they all have the best interest to work together. On team 3 is 15%. It's your 6th, 7th, and 8th person. 15% of whatever they sell. They sell a 2,000, it's $300 in your pocket. How many of those you got to sell a month to pay your bills?
You sold 4 today.
You sold 4 bigger ones than that.
3,500 ones,
Yeah, you did 4 3,500s. But what if that number 6 person goes out and gets 5? They're going to make their percentage, that's normal. They're going to make their 10, they're going to make their 12. But you're going to make a 5% override on their first 2 to infinity. Who gets 2 in the business? Everybody gets 2. So if they go out and get 2 for 1,000, 2 for 2,000, that's 50 and $100 to infinity. So if you wanted to work with 2 people, you work with them 2 to get their 2, that could be $200 to $400 in your pocket. Help them get their 2, $2 to $400 to $800 in your pocket, $1,600 in your pocket. Everybody's just getting 2.
Can I just butt in for 1 second?
100%.
So what's basically happening is, let's say $1,000 comes into BitClub. 400 of that goes to buy the actual mining equipment that all gets shipped up to Iceland. 200 of that goes to pay the electric bill and run the company. And the other 400 gets paid out through this referral affiliate compensation plan. So what we're really doing is we're quote-unquote selling Bitcoin mining equipment and getting a commission on whatever Bitcoin mining equipment they buy, but they don't take delivery on it in California or North Carolina and set up in their basement and try mining Bitcoin. All that equipment is flooding into Iceland. So imagine millions of people around the world buying these shares, and then all this equipment just being shipped all the way up to Iceland, and we link all these computers together, The bigger the mine, the more blocks we find, the more Bitcoin we get, the more dividends get paid out. We get paid daily dividends. And then this great affiliate program where now we're incentivized to get all of our friends using Bitcoin and downloading the wallet. Why? Because now we can all do business with each other, which makes Bitcoin more and more and more valuable. So instead of it being $200, like we were saying, it's going to go to 500, 1,000. The bigger this gets, the bigger Bitcoin itself gets. You know? Okay, go ahead.
This income pays you to infinity. You're talking the first five of the first five of everybody's first five. You're going to make 55333. Who think that's cool? That's a lot of money if you add up, do the math. Right here, 3% of 1,000 is 30. 3% of 2,000, $60. On the first five of the first five of the first five, it's a lot of money. Now, when you reach number 9, your 9th sale and beyond, you will make an 18% off everybody to infinity after that you sponsor. And the first 2 people, you're going to make 8%. That's $80 on 1,000. I keep reiterating the math because I need you to understand that this is real money that you can pay your bills tomorrow with. Okay? 80 or 160 or 240 or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Whatever they buy, you get 8%. The next 3, 6%. The next 3, 3%. Now this is going to happen on 4 levels of 4 generations with compression. Okay? It's coded bonusing. Pays to infinity. On the back end, we have what they call a binary commission. And a lot of people get really excited about binaries because this is daily money from something that you have no control over. Now, if you're controlling this, you're really excited. But if you don't understand how this works, money pops in your back office and you didn't know where it came from. Because somebody did something who did something and you got paid on it. And that just means that we'll pay you $300 or 4 cycles per day, $300 per day, and we're going to pay you overrides on those 300, which adds up to another $200. So 4 times 50 spread out with dynamic compression. Again, a little bit of higher level of money. I tell everybody till you get started, we can talk about this later, okay? But just understand, if you bring somebody in down here and they're not qualified, all that goes to you. Who doesn't get qualified at the beginning? The first guy who brings 2 and 3 and 4 in. They're not qualified for any of those things. So this is an incentive for you to build your teams. And these are the qualifications. You only need 10,000 in a tree, and 5 people will get 2 each. Not very difficult. Third one, those same 5 or any of the 5 who have 5 who get 2. The third group, it's 3 of those who have 3 of those who have 5. Okay, real simple. You can look at this when you understand it. And this just says the rule is you can't build it on one person, because everybody finds somebody down below their organization who knows a rock star, and that rock star goes and blows it up. We'll let you count 50% of all this from one person. The rest has to be spread out. Okay, so we're